Hey everybody, Jake here, and got another unboxing for you today. Today it's going to be the Delike Resin Acrylic Fountain Pen Medium Bent Nib 0.06mm Office School 4 colors. I struggle with these Chinese pens because a lot of them, I know I've got a lot of flack for this, a lot of them are knockoffs. Just pay for the real thing if you can afford it. But when I do find some that aren't knockoffs, I'll pick them up because I know you guys really enjoy seeing reviews of them and things like that. So I went ahead and got this mostly for you guys. So this pen will probably end up being given away at some point. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get into it. So it came in like one of these little kind of papery things, and then this. So no fancy bubble wrap like on the Moon Man. So kind of frosted plastic box. It feels pretty cheap, but you know. So let's see. I don't understand why they make these so difficult to open. Okay, minimal tape left on there. Wonderful. Okay, so let's open it up and take a look. Okay. Okay. This feels tiny. This feels like a very tiny pen. It feels okay, I guess. A little odd. Let's see. Oh, that's a little short. This section is very narrow and the nib is very tiny. But we'll see. Does it post? Not really all that well. It doesn't really post. Okay. I'm assuming this came with a converter, but I assume it could also be eyedroppered, probably. Okay, it did come with a converter. Fairly smooth converter, actually. It's surprising. With a little spring agitator, you know, so you can't hold too much ink. Nice big threads. Let me see how many rotations this actually takes to get off. It's one, about 1 1/4. It's not bad. I mean, it feels okay. The first thing that got me is the black cracked part in the pictures looks a lot different than it does on here. It's not nearly as appealing in front of me, so it's kind of eh. Let's take a look at the rest of the box. So we have this hideous green and blue foam insert, and beneath that, filling instructions for the pen. I don't think there's anything else up underneath that, but let me check. Can I get it in my nail? Or lack thereof. No, nothing else. It just says fountain pen, and there's like check boxes that no one bothered to check. Okay, so let's see. Very basic packaging, not bad for the price. I think this is about $13. Compared to the Moon Man, though, I'm not feeling it, guys. It doesn't. This is now. If you like tinier pens, sure, it's not bad, but it's little, and this section is very narrow. This thing's, it feels almost comical. And also, just notice the bent nib. It doesn't say what size it is, but this is extra fine. So unless it's very smooth, I'm probably gonna hate it. So I'm gonna try not to say much about the nib. Looks like the nib unscrews. Yep, sure does. Kind of, maybe. Getting caught up a little bit there. Oh. I'm not breaking it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This thing's cheap enough to where it doesn't really matter. Okay, so there's an O-ring there and a very basic housing. So there's something metal in there. That would not be good. Let's see if you can convert this to an eyedropper. I don't see why you couldn't. I probably won't. But let's see. Okay, so the metal was just this ring right here around the converter. So yeah, it looks like you could probably hold a fair amount of ink. It does feel very fragile though. It doesn't feel nearly as robust as some other pens. It feels like I could crack it very easily. I'm not going to, but it feels like it. The cracks do not line up between the section and the body, which bothers me a lot, but I didn't pay much for this pen, so it doesn't really matter. Oh no, that's kind of, oh, never mind. It lines up a little bit, like right there, and then that immediately goes away. Let's see. They kind of line up between the, yeah, sort of between the cap and the body, so that's nice. So overall, I'm not that impressed. I'll do a writing, later and see, but we'll have a review of this one probably a week or so after the Moon Man. It's just, I don't know. I'm not impressed by this. This pen's gonna have to do something to just wow me, and I just don't see it happening. Alright, thanks guys. There should be a review of this in the coming weeks. Review of the Moon Man probably next week, if you're interested in that. And you can pick these up off of eBay at your own risk for under $15 if you're interested. Or you can wait for the full review and see what my take is on it. I will say the color is very, very nice. That's about it. It's actually a bit more green than like my June Bride, but it's not bad. I like it, a pretty good amount. That's part of the reason I got this pen. Alright, anyway, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe if you like what you see. That's about it. Thanks, guys.